Good morning. Do you remember those days when, as a child in Sunday school, the answer always seemed to be Jesus? I mean, tentatively you put up your little hand of some obscure question that had really taxed your little mind. But then, by then you'd realise that most of the time your Sunday school teacher wanted the answer Jesus. So, is it Jesus? I was reading Ephesians recently, and I came across in chapter 1, Ephesians is written to a church in a place called Ephesus, an important port on the Turkish coast of what we call the Aegean Sea today. And in the middle of this first chapter, this amazing chapter, it's an incredibly long sentence, goes for about 12 verses. It's almost as if Paul can't stop, and he's talking about God's forgiveness and his grace and his kindness and how he's adopted us. And as he gets through that, he gets to verse 9, and I'll read it to you. I'm reading from the New Living Translation because it puts it beautifully. God has revealed to us his mysterious plan regarding Christ, a plan to fulfill his good pleasure, to fulfill his good plan. And then he says, and this, I mean, inside you say, wow, we're in the know here, aren't we? It's a mysterious will, and what's it going to be? And what's it say? So verse 10, and this is the plan. And I can remember back when I was a child, you know, and we're playing rugby and we got a penalty. We'd all get in a huddle and say, okay, boys, what's the plan? You can imagine this. Okay, what's the plan? Okay, here's the plan. At the right time, he will bring everything together under the authority of Christ, everything in heaven and on earth. Wow, we're in the know of God's plan, and everything under the authority of Jesus. The answer is Jesus. I mean, what does that really mean? When we bring together everything, it means to unite everything. Now, there are 3 more meanings that can help us. It's a bit of a drum roll, pretend we're in Sunday school. Now, drum roll. Okay, first one is, bring everything together means to summarize or to sum up. So, for example, in Romans chapter 13, verse 9, it says where everything is summarized in one commandment, to love the Lord, to love your neighbor as yourself. Same idea here is that everything's going to be summed up. Everything's going to be brought together in relation to Jesus, to Christ. Isn't that great to know right now? That everything doesn't feel together for any of us, does it? And for some of us, the bits of our lives seem a bit like a jigsaw. It's just been thrown together in a mass. But God's plan, at the right time, he will bring everything together under the authority of Christ. And that's everything, he says, in heaven and on earth. Drum roll 2. Not just summarize. Everything, it means to renew. That's what the word could mean here. So the idea is that this heaven and earth, after their plunge into sin and ruin, are going to be renewed by the coming of Christ and his redemption. A new heaven and a new earth. Wow, isn't that amazing? Summarize, to renew, bring together, to renew. Drum roll 3. Okay, to head up. That's the third meaning. It means the idea is that Christ is the fullness of all times, of all things, and he's been exalted as the ruler or the head over all things in heaven and earth, including the church. Okay, let's put it together. Massive drum roll. Okay, God's plan at the right time. He will bring everything together. He'll renew everything, and he will be the king of everything. Wow, that is some plan. I think you can pretty well say without a doubt that God's answer is always Jesus. Have a great day. May God bless you.